What's up, everyone? This is Dan with Gaming in Progress, coming at you once again from the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta. Today we're going to be taking a look at the paint shop. I'm going to try and tinker around with a couple things here. Then I'm going to work on making the Gaming in Progress logo, and hopefully it comes out alright. One thing I've noticed already is it seems like you don't really have a lot of room with the man of war for working on your paint shops and stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you get the whole gun, just like the side section, as you can see here. So I might switch to a different gun and go from there. Okay, so a quick update here. I switched over to the M8A7 and made the logo on one side as well as a really tricked out looking other side. It looks really good though, and I'm pretty proud of it. But I realized, unfortunately, that I would have to switch back to the Man of War because the M8A7, while having the most room to work with, is also a level 28 unlock, unfortunately. So as you can see, I recreated the logo here. I made the small logo on the one side inside the blood, and a larger logo on the other side with blood inside of it, kind of mirroring one another, if you will. I think it came out pretty good. And I'm pretty proud of this one as well. Obviously it has the Gaming in Progress name and everything still intact. Just the logo isn't as big, obviously, and the paint job isn't as big overall because you don't have as much space to work with. One thing that I'm not exactly happy about. But we'll move on from that and go into a game in a little bit and see how it looks actually in game. I'm thinking it'll look pretty good. But I had to make the small logo inside of the sling point simply because it just wasn't coming out right when I tried to make a larger logo. And as you can see, if you compare the space that you have to work with, the M8A7 has a lot more room to work with than the Man of War, whatever. So next we're gonna get into a game here and see what it looks like in gameplay. Okay, so here we are with our M8A7. We have, for the attachments, we have reflex, we have full metal jacket, as well as high caliber rounds, because I want the gun to do as much punch as possible. And so as you can see, those are the attachments we have. And I actually ended up getting final kill cam here, and so I decided to do more gameplay on top of this, just to simply show off the gun a little bit more. As you can see though, it looks really nice. It came out well, and I'm hoping that the paint shops will actually save over into the complete version of the game, though I highly doubt it. It would be really nice because I imagine some people have already created some pretty cool paint shop jobs, and it would suck to have to recreate those from memory. Like this one and the one obviously for the M8A7. Granted, I have them on video, but it would still obviously be easier just to have those transfer over into the full game. So hopefully that'll happen. Another thing that I will say about the M8A or the Man of War actually is I love the reload. I love the damage it puts out. It's kind of the master of none, a jack of all trades, if you will. It does everything okay. Doesn't do anything perfectly. It's definitely pretty modular though, considering you can switch to high caliber or standard rounds if you want a little bit of extra kick. Obviously, the trade-off is you're gonna have more recoil. But as you can see, the gun looks really nice. The gunsmith, though, unfortunately, is going to be locked for the beta, so you can't trick out the different variations of everything. So, like, every attachment in game has a different variation, has multiple variations of it actually. So the FMJ, the high caliber, and even the optics, like the reflex sight, have different variations of them. I'm guessing for the reflex sights you are going to be able to customize both the housing and the reticle, so you might be able to switch from this style reflex sight to a more traditional T1 style reflex sight, or maybe a holographic style reflex sight, because they will stick holographic housings onto reflex sights just to make them look like holographic sights. Other than that, I can't really say too much more about the gun itself. It performs well, and as you can see, it gets a good amount of kills. One thing I will say is I don't find myself using the specialist perk too often, simply because it's just not really needed all that often. But other than that, we're going to wrap things up here, guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new here, also feel free to hit that subscribe button. This has been Devin with Gaming in Progress, and I've been coming at you live from the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video, even though it doesn't show my name in the scoreboard. Bye-bye!